Hello, good morning. Today we are going to talk about the culture of France, presented by Laura Cortés, Miguel Garzón, David Sáenz, and me, Angela Barrera. Grade 9A.
French music. French music is celebrated worldwide for the wide variety of different styles of music it contains. The genres of French music are opera, trova, and pop. Opera. In France. In France, opera stands out both for its composers and for its opera. Opera in France began around 16 and 69, but when I really stood out was in the 19th century. A very prominent opera singer in France was Camille Saint-Saëns. The instruments that make up the opera are woodwind, metalwind, percussion, and strings. French pop. The first style of French pop music to emerge was French rock during the 60s. French pop is usually performed by singers from France, Belgium. A great pop singer is Gerard Lenormand. Some musical instruments of French pop are the flute, the trumpet, guitar, and others. Trova. The trova is poetry with music. They are songs that tell love stories. In the 15th century, the French trova existed. It is usually played with a guitar, a violin, and accordion. A great troubadour was Bernard de Ventador.
France gastronomy. The gastronomy of France is characterized by its variety, the result of the French regional diversity, both cultural and raw material, but also for its refinement. La sopia à l'agneau or onion soup. It is an emblematic dish of traditional French cuisine. It was invented during the French Revolution when only simple ingredients were available for cooking. It is made with pieces of bread, meat brown, and caramelized onion. La ratatouille. It is a specialty of the south of France, as well as one of the most famous typical French dishes. It is a recipe that uses tomatoes, garlic, pepper, zucchini, aubergines, and various vegetables. Croissant. It is a puff pastry rolled in the shape of a half moon and baked. It can be filled with sweet or savory ingredients. Macarons. It is a type of cookie of French origin that has gained worldwide fame. It is prepared with egg, white, ground almonds, sugar, and easy sugar.
French handicraft. Sevres, French porcelain factory that used to be in Vincennes and later moved to Sevres in 1957. Hard and soft porcelain were produced in parallel to the color baron. Later, the progressive dominance of colors and gold made pictorial decoration possible. After the second half of the 19th century, new techniques appeared. Royal Limoges. Royal Limoges is the oldest porcelain factory that exists in the city of Limoges in France. After important deposits of colline were discovered that immediately began to be exploited, the colline is a rich rock, a delicate with clay that used in the manufacture of high quality porcelain, which is why it is considered the finest in the world. Provenza. In Provence, we will find a lot of very colorful and interesting ceramics and porcelain. Provence is an area which a lot of craftsmanship, weaving looms, lavender, liqueurs and wines, linen, clothes and decorative elements, and the salt of Camargue.
Places to visit in France. The city of Paris. Paris, the capital of France, is a major European city and a world center for art, fashion, gastronomy, and culture. Its 19th century cityscape is crisscrossed by large boulevards and the Seine River. The Eiffel Tower is considered one of the wonders of the modern world and the symbol of Paris, the most visited city and one of the most beautiful. The Louvre Museum is the most important museum in France and one of the most visited in the world. It currently receives more than 8 million visitors each year. Before it became a museum, some monarchs such as Charles V and Philip II used the palace as a royal residence in which they accumulated their art collections. In 1989, a glass pyramid was built breaking the monolithic structure of the museum's large gray blocks, which now serves as a getaway. Among the most important paintings in the museum are the following: Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa, Freedom Guiding the People of Delacroix, The Wedding of Cana in Venice. Among the sculptures, the most outstanding work are the Venus of Milo of ancient Greece, the Sitting Sky of ancient Egypt, the winged victory of Samothrace in the Hellenistic period of ancient Greece. The Cathedral of Notre Dame is one of the oldest Gothic cathedrals in the world. Its towers offer incredible views of Paris. The name of the cathedral means Our Lady and is dedicated to the Virgin Maria. I should also add that in its 8 centuries of story, Notre Dame Cathedral has been reformed several times. And I think it's very important to tell you that at Notre Dame there have been great events, including the coronation of Napoleon Bonaparte, the beatification of Joan of Arc, and the coronation of Henry VI of England. In addition, last year the Cathedral of Notre Dame suffered a serious fire that caused significant damage to the roof and knocked down the spire of the main tower. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.